Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be reviewing a load of Sculpted by Aimee's collection. We are going to be reviewing her Beauty Base, the all-in-one moisturizing primer. We're also going to be reviewing her Second Skin Dewy foundation, and we're also going to be reviewing her brightening concealer. If you are a pale girl like myself, you will know it is so extremely hard to find foundations that match your skin, especially if you are as pale as me. I'm literally the color of this wall. But also as well, I find that it is very hard to find a foundation that looks good on top of pale skin, because sometimes because you're so pale it can accentuate dryness, it can accentuate how dull your skin can sometimes look. So trying to find a nice foundation and concealer and base overall when you're pale, it is quite difficult. So if you'd like to see how I got on with these products, then please keep watching. As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be testing out all of the Sculpted by Aimee's skin collection. So I've got three things to try. I've got the Sculpted by Aimee Beauty Base all-in-one moisturizing primer in the shade Pearl. This is what it looks like right here. Then I also have the Sculpted by Aimee Second Skin Dewy Finish foundation, medium coverage, and I have mine in the shade 0.5 Blanc, which is the lightest shade. And the reason that I have this is because I'm on the hunt to find my favorite foundation of all time, and with that it means it has to work for when I'm pale, because I feel like any foundation will work on me when I'm tanned. I feel like the finish, the coverage, everything, it looks good when I'm tan, but if I get that same foundation in a pale shade, I feel like it completely changes the foundation for me. So I'm on the hunt to find a really good brand that has a good pale foundation that is going to make me look luminous, that's going to make me look dewy, glowy, all of them, as well as give me good coverage. And then I have this, which I think this is mainly going to be what I'm going to be super picky about. This is the Sculpted by Aimee Brighten Up Under Eye Liquid Concealer. Again, mine's in the shade Blanc. Now the reason I think I'm going to be quite picky with this is because I am someone who likes a really moisturizing, slightly thick concealer, but also that has really good coverage. And if we all know, my skin is not the best skin in the world by any means, and I just have a reputation to really struggle with concealers, especially around my eyes, because I have such dry under eyes. So we're going to test all of these today. So as you can clearly see, I have no fake tan on. I have done my usual skincare that I always do, and I'm also done part of my brows. I've stuck my brows down, but I haven't filled them in yet, purely because I like to carve out my brows with concealer, and I didn't want to test the concealer before I tested it on camera, so that is why my brows aren't filled in. But I think we're going to start today with the Beauty Base. This is apparently a mini, although it's quite big for a mini. It says, wear this on bare skin for a radiant and protected base every day. There must be SPF in it. SPF 30 in it, okay, and wear it mixed into your foundation for a quicker application on the go. Okay, I'm gonna put it on before my foundation, just to see how it goes, because it does say it's a primer. So I'm gonna just squeeze a bit on the back of my hand. Okay, so it looks like a really liquidy, watery moisturizer. I'm just gonna pop some of this. I don't know how much or how little to use, so I'm literally going to use it as if it is like a moisturizer slash primer. Don't mind my nails, by the way. I need to get them done. I should have gotten them done ages ago, and I just haven't, so you'll have to ignore that. I can smell the sunscreen straight off the bat, so if you are someone who's sensitive to sunscreen or sunscreen smells, maybe this might not be the one for you. But also I really like it because it means that I know my skin's protected underneath my foundation. It is a little bit thicker. I know it came out quite watery, but once I started rubbing it in, it definitely came across as quite like a thicker consistency. So as you can see, it definitely is giving like a really glowy base. What I will say is it literally smells like sunscreen. Like there's no other, it's not like it smells like makeup with a hint of sunscreen. Like it literally smells like sunscreen. So if you don't like the smell of sunscreen, you're not gonna like this. It's definitely giving my skin a bit of a glow, which I really like. But I think what's gonna really show whether it is good or not is how the rest of the makeup stays on my face. I will let you know how I get on with this, whether my skin acts up to it, because obviously, as we know, I have very sensitive skin, so if it's going to react to anything, it's going to react to this, because my skin and sunscreen don't go well together, so we will see. Okay, so moving on to foundation, it says wear this for a dewy radiant complexion, wear this for a natural flawless complexion, wear this if your skin is normal to dry, apply to clean prime skin using a buffing brush or your fingertips. Okay, well I won't be using my fingertips. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is a squeezy tube, which I really like. My Charlotte Tilbury one's the exact same. It also comes with like a really good, like that is on, which I really appreciate. And I know that sounds stupid, like, well, Leah, why are you talking about the packaging? But I find with these squeezy tubes the lids come off quite easily, where there is a bit of grip on this, which I really like. It says to use a brush, so I'm going to try with my usual brush, and then if I don't like it, I'll switch to a beauty blender, but I end up always just going over my skin anyways with a beauty blender, just to make sure it is all blended. So my favorite brush to use for foundation is the P. Louise 681 brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I don't know how many pumps to use. Okay, so that's like 1.5 full pumps. It says it's medium coverage. Consistency, it's a little bit runny, like I can feel it running down my skin there. I don't know how much or how little to pop on, so I'm going to pop that on for now. I'm going to go with my brush and just start tapping it in. Now, like I said, I'm trying to find my perfect pale foundation, so I'm also looking for the shade match as well, which I actually think is probably so far really good. It's actually spot on, if I do say so myself, which is actually really shocking. I'm just going to put a bit more on just because I like a little bit more coverage. I'm actually shocked that that actually matches me, because when I tell you, all pale foundations are still too dark for me. So for this to actually match me, that makes me so happy, and I actually really like it blended in with a brush. I think that's such a nice finish it gives, and it's not leaving any streaks, and it's pretty much settled straight into my skin. It's not sitting on the top, it's literally just blending right into my skin. No, I really like that. That is a beautiful foundation. So I personally would probably like 2 to 3 pumps of this foundation, just because I do like a bit more coverage, and it definitely is a dewy foundation. I'm intrigued to see how it looks underneath like my normal base. I probably should have done that, but so far I'm really liking it. And also as well, if you don't know, Sculpted by Aimee is an Irish brand, so we love it even more. So if I give you a close-up, as you can see, it hasn't like fully covered like my spots and everything, but it really has just sunken into my skin. Literally just looks like my skin but better, and it matches me, which I'm actually really shocked about. I thought it was still going to be too dark, but it actually matches my skin, which is a very rare occasion, because I feel like I have such an awkward undertone. I don't have a pink undertone, and I definitely don't have a yellow undertone. I kind of have like, is it neutral? But no, I really like that, and it's not accentuating any of my dry patches. I purposefully didn't exfoliate my face around my nose and on my forehead to see if it would pick up on anything, and as you can see, it literally hasn't picked up on a thing. Okay, so first impressions of that, I really like it. I'm now just going to quickly go fill in my brows so we can carve out the brows with the concealer, and then we can test out this concealer and see how it works with the rest of my makeup. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've just roughly filled in my brows purposefully to see how well this will carve them out. So like I said, this is the Sculpted by Aimee Brighten Up Under Eye Liquid Concealer. So it specifically says it's for the under eyes. So what I'm expecting from this is it is going to brighten. It might have, it doesn't say the coverage on it, I don't think. So I'm expecting not much of a, oh, it gives medium to full coverage. Okay, so again, really like the packaging. It's just in a clear bottle that you can see the amount of product that you have, and has a gold lid. Okay, so the doe foot is very skinny. Either going to be a love or a hate for some people, because personally for me, I'm so used to, okay, I'm so used to thicker ones, and that is purely because a lot of brands have tended to like bring out thicker ones. But now that I'm using this, I actually really like how skinny this is, because you can literally place it exactly where you want it and it's not going anywhere else. So I usually use a beauty blender for this, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to not change anything about this concealer. From putting it on, it definitely doesn't have super thick consistency, and it doesn't have like a really thin consistency. It's like kind of like my perfect consistency of a concealer. So I'm intrigued to see about the coverage now and how this color blends out. So just taking a clean beauty blender, I'm going to start off with my eyes. So we're just blending it in. Okay, first of all, it blends so easy even after it's sitting on my eyes for a minute. Blends super easy. So once again, this is very skin-like, and I think that's kind of like what Aimee Sculpted by Aimee is about. Is it's meant to be like your skin but better. I don't think it's as high coverage as say my Too Faced one or my like Tarte one or anything like that, but it definitely has some amount of coverage, as you can very clearly see. Let me see if I can layer it. That is going to be the true test, but sometimes I like to layer my concealers. So I'm just going to do a little bit there, a bit more on my chin. I'd rather be able to add product than feeling like I got too much and I need to take away. So I'm just adding in a bit more, and yeah, it blends absolutely perfectly on top. That looks so good. I'm actually shocked at how good that looks. It is so hard to get pale foundations, pale concealers right. It's so hard to get pale products right, and to be able to get pale products, be it full coverage, to also make it look like skin, and to also like make it not look dry is very difficult. So genuinely, if you have pale skin, I am highly recommending you get this, because I'm in love with both of these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my makeup, let you know how it worked with them, and I'll be right. Okay guys, so I have just finished off the rest of my makeup and everything went on absolutely perfectly. I do notice I do have the dry patches around my nose, like I said I was going to have, but that, like I said, I purposely didn't exfoliate around my nose and my forehead to see how they would get on. My forehead is absolutely perfect, like there is absolutely nothing wrong with it, and then like you can see kind of like the dry patches around here, but other than that I'm really happy with it. The powder went on perfectly on top, the rest of my skin products went on really nicely on top. I'm really happy with that, and even with the rest of my skin products going on top, I still match my body, which never happens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go about my day. I'm not doing anything strenuous today. I'm not like in work, I'm not like run around doing errands, so we will see how this lasts on my face for the day. I will give you an update this evening, so the lighting's gonna be very dark because obviously we're still in winter, but so far I'm really liking it. I would definitely say this primer I'll probably tend to use in summer more, purely because of that whole SPF thing, and my skin is more sensitive in winter, so it will more than likely react to this more in winter, so I'll probably keep this for summer. The foundation I'm obsessed with. I can't believe it gives such a good coverage yet still looking like my skin, and like I said, if this was in my tan shade, I know it would be an absolutely beautiful product, but for it to be an absolutely beautiful product while I'm pale is also just such a good, it just means it's a really good product, because I literally cannot find a nice foundation that is dewy, is glowy, is hydrating, is full coverage, yet still matches my skin in terms of tones and doesn't make me look even more dry than I actually am. So I'm really happy with this. And the concealer, I'm shocked by. Like, I am shocked by the concealer. Like I said, I'm so picky with concealers, and this concealer looks phenomenal. It looks really good under my eyes, really good on my chin, it looks really good on my forehead. Like I said, my nose, now to be fair, my nose is having a little bit of a meltdown at the moment, so I'm not surprised that it has stuck to there, because my skin, I'll moisturize it so heavily the night before I wake up, it's back being dry, so I'm not too concerned about that. It isn't the foundation, because the foundation is absolutely perfect on my forehead, and I know I have dry patches here. So yeah, it is looking so good, so I'm really happy with these so far. I will see you this evening for when I have a little update at the end of my day to show you how everything lasts, how it's looking. I'm not going to do any powder touch-ups, I shouldn't need to, but I'll let you know how it gets on with like creasing and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll see you this evening. Okay, so just a little check-in. It is currently 3 o'clock. I put on the makeup at around like 11:15ish, and the reason I know that is because Oliver went down for a nap at 11. So it's looking like 4 hours later, still holding up really well. Like I said, did I say I'm just back from a walk, and it was quite sweaty. So my smile lines, if you just have a look, my smile lines are kind of coming through, but the makeup is looking really fresh and really good. So yeah, 4 hours, we're going strong. And I haven't changed anything about it. I have put setting spray on, but that was when I first started my makeup. This is a spot by the way. But yeah, it hasn't broken up. The concealer has increased, like they're my natural lines. So yeah, pretty happy with it. So I'll check up with you probably just as Oliver goes to bed at around 8, and then probably when I'm taking off my makeup, which is probably around 10. So yeah, so far so good. Really happy with it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I want to apologize first of all for the really bad lighting and the bad hair. It is currently, I will tell you now, it's currently 7:20. So I have had this makeup on since 11:15, so literally just over 8 hours now, and I haven't actually had a proper look. So let's see. Okay, so as most and all foundations do, the cracking around my nose, I already talked about this, it happens. I've lost a little bit on my chin, but I don't think that's from the product. I have been lying down quite a bit and resting my face like on the table and stuff like that, so I think it's that. But the rest of my face looks still really good, but like my skin still looks really good. It hasn't dried out my skin whatsoever. My under eyes aren't creased. My forehead is still going strong. It's starting to feel a little bit dry now, but I think that's just my skin drying out from having obviously makeup on it. But like the rest of my skin, like, she looks good to me. But yeah, I'm probably actually gonna go take off this makeup now, because like I said, it's been sitting on my face for 8 hours, and I feel like for a normal person on a normal work day, that is the amount of time you would have a foundation and concealer, like a full face of makeup on. So I'm really happy with that. I think I have officially found my favorite pale foundation. I really like the finish of it. I really like that concealer. I was very shocked about the concealer, I can't lie, but I really like that concealer. The foundation is beautiful. It is exactly what it says, which is dewy. That's Joseph, if you can hear him. He's just bathing Oliver. I would give the primer maybe like a, I'm just gonna say 6 out of 10, purely for the scent of the sunscreen, but there's sunscreen in it and it very much says that it's SPF. However, I feel like in summer I'm gonna be loving that. Then we have the foundation, and personally for me, I love that foundation. The dewy skin is exactly, it literally says exactly what it is, and the shade match is perfect for me. Like, we're still matching. It hasn't oxidized whatsoever, which I love. And then the concealer, I'm obsessed with. I wasn't expecting to love it. I love the brush, I love the formula, and I absolutely love the coverage, the finish, and the consistency of it. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. So I, again, like I said, I really recommend it to you guys. Let me know if you are thinking about purchasing this foundation, or let me know if you have purchased it, and let me know what you think of it, and let me know if there's any other Sculpted by Aimee products you want to try, or just makeup products that you want me to try in general. But yeah, see you soon. So guys, that is the end of today's review of the Sculpted by Aimee skin collection. Like I said, we reviewed the primer, the Beauty Base Pearl Primer. We reviewed the Second Skin Dewy Finish Foundation, and we also reviewed the brightening concealer. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. I haven't seen many Sculpted by Aimee reviews on YouTube. I've seen a lot over on TikTok and a lot on Instagram, but I haven't seen any on YouTube. So if you'd like me to test any more of Sculpted by Aimee's products, please let me know and I will try and get my hands on some. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.